Hi everyone. Ignore my short stubby little gardener's fingernails. I kind of promised that I would do a Baker Creek seed unboxing. So I got my seeds today after I recorded my pre-garden walkabout, and I'm still working, going on 15 hours or so. I can't complain. I work from home, but thought I would take a break from what I was doing and show you what I got. Baker Creek's website is actually rareseeds.com. If you haven't, go on their website. They have an amazing catalog you can order. I think you can only order it once a year, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. But definitely go there. Awesome stuff. I've ordered from them before, and this isn't the only seed order I placed this year, but it's probably the only one that I'm going to unbox. I think this is my last one coming in. However, I do have bulbs coming from DutchBulbs.com. So I'll show you those when I get them. So there's a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I probably will not grow all of these this year, to be fair. That would be a lot, but seeds last a lot longer than a lot of places will tell you if they're stored right. So to begin with, I have some balsam, Camilla flowered mix, very pretty, heliotrope, cherry pie, nice purpley flowers. I've got some apricot lemonade cosmos. I think these are going to be really beautiful. The cosmos I started in the seed starting mix. They took off really quickly, so it was pretty cool. Cosmos Xanthos, kind of a yellowy version. Aster Starlight Formula Mix. Mostly I grow vegetables, but this year I'm kind of getting into the cut flower craze, so I'm pretty excited about this. Zinnias Taki's Choice Mix. Amaranth. Amaranth is actually a grain, but you can use it as a filler in bouquets. So I actually have more than one color of amaranth you'll see in this video. I wanted to have a little bit of a selection. I'd like to do some cut flowers, not to sell, just for me and to deliver to the lovely ladies in my neighborhood. Pansies. Those are actually just for me to plant in some pots around my garden. Bee balm. Always need to look out for your pollinator friends when you're gardening. Here's another amaranth. This is more of a fall color, so I will probably succession plant this midsummer. Yarrow. This is just a really different mix of colors. Not sure if I'm going to actually grow this one this year, but I did want to have it in case I decide to grow it. I think it's really pretty. I think it would be nice in bouquets. More yarrow, different mix, Colorado mix. This one, unfortunately, does not have the picture of the flower on it. It's El Dorado Zinnia, so I'll have to look that one up. Aster. China. It's a beautiful dark reddish pink with white centers. Zinnia Exquisite, a nice dark pink. Coleus Pinto Mix. These make really nice multicolored, I hate to call them greens because that wouldn't describe them, but just multicolored foliage to go in bouquets or even just to have in your garden. Really beautiful. Some Persian basil. In the seed starting rack right now, I currently have some cinnamon basil, some sweet basil, some lime basil, a couple other kinds of basil. But I wanted to see this one. I'm not sure if I've grown this before, but I like that the leaves seem to be edged in a little bit of purple. Feverview, White Stars. Zinnia, Aztec. Another one, this is another amaranth. This is Elena's Rojo amaranth. This is a red amaranth. Rudbeckia Cherry Brandy. Zinnia Mazurkia. I'm probably butchering the names, but, you know, bear with me. Catnip, because, you know, I have 2 Siamese, and why not, right? Bells of Ireland. I was just watching a video on this the other day. If you decide to grow Bells of Ireland, one thing you should know is that when the seed starts to come up, they kind of look like a weed. They kind of look like a dandelion at the base, and then the bells, the spire of bells kind of grows from the center of that. So just be aware of that. If you start this and you think that you've got something in your seed starting mix, you don't. It's what you meant to grow. Hold on, some things fell. Okay. All right. Gilia or Gilia Globe. I just thought those were really, really beautiful. Salvia Cleopatra Mix. Balm Moldavian Dragon Head. Oh, hold on while I let the team know that I'm still here. All right, Zinnia Candy Cane Mix. Oh, there's so many more. We're probably not even quite halfway. Zinnia Purple Prince. Dianthus Rainbow Loveliness. I love the kind of soft look of these. They look very romantic. Straw Flower Tall Double Mix. This is definitely for cutting. Cosmos Fizzy Rose. Hyssop Arcado Pink. I think this would be really beautiful. I do have to look though, because I think that hyssop can be invasive in some areas. So before I actually plant this out, I might have to check, and this may have to go into a container. Gaillardia Lollipop Mix, more cut flowers. Tong Ho Big Leaf. I'm not sure. I think this may be Chop Suey Green. So this is edible for sure. Cumin to grow and to eat. Dahlia Unwinds Mix. So a lot of people, if you're looking online, you think that you can only start dahlias from corms or from bulbs. You can start them from seed. It takes a little longer to establish dahlias that way, but you will still get really beautiful plants. Pearl Yarrow, just a beautiful white filler. Black-Eyed Susan Vine. So I'm actually probably going to incorporate this between some cucumber, pea, bean vines that I'm going to grow on my trellises just for some color. You're going to find out really quick if you hang out with me long enough that blue is my favorite color. So this is Bachelor's Button Blue Boys, probably the bluest flower that I've ever seen as far as a true blue. So I'm pretty excited about that. Classic Artistic Centuria. Can't remember what this one looks like. Apologies for that. You'll have to look it up. Getting some more. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay. Baby's Breath Covent Garden. So I was just watching a video regarding this the other day, Flower Hill Farm, and she was talking about this Baby's Breath. It's not like the traditional Baby's Breath that we're used to, that's like the little tiny spots of white. And that other Baby's Breath is also a perennial. This is not. This is an annual. But really beautiful, and a really beautiful bouquet filler. Bachelor's Button Black Boy, a pretty, really deep purple. Amaranth in another really dark purpley red. I'm really excited about these. Cosmos and Candy Floss Red. It's a variegated version, really pretty. Celery, because, you know, I love celery. to admit it. Just love it. Cosmos Double Dutch Rose in a pink. Poppy, Falling in Love. I actually have a bunch of poppies. Maybe not in this order, but I've been collecting them this year, sort of. My father really loved poppies, and I want to plant a bunch in kind of the field area behind my house. Balsam Peppermint Stick, just really pretty flower. Pale Pink Dwarf Milady Aster. Another poppy, Crimson Feathers, with the really frilly, romantic foliage. Persian Carpet Zinnia. Doesn't that remind you of like a tiny, gorgeous sunflower? Like, these are just really beautiful. Gomphrena. So this is a plant that I'm excited to try this year. This will be a beautiful cutting flower to add to arrangements. It has a lot of texture. They're small, maybe about 3/4 to an inch diameter, the tops, the flowers, but they're really beautiful, really textured. Cream Peony, which is actually a poppy. It's a cream colored poppy. A salmon, very pale colored salmon aster. Cupid Mix Zinnia, which you can look this up. This is widely available. It's a lot of pinks and reds, really pretty. Gaillardia again, Indian Blanket. Look at how beautiful that is. That reddish pink fading to yellow. I can't wait to grow this. Minion Single Mix, Dahlia. Not sure, can't remember what that looks like. Oh, some baby bok choy. I like my greens, obviously, celery, bok choy. You're gonna see some other veggies too. This is orange, Juana's Orange Amaranth. It's another amaranth for a vase filler. Again, amaranth is a grain. Salpiglossis, Black Trumpet, just a really beautiful dark flower. It gives a nice contrast. Purple Stardust Ice Plant. I think I'm just more curious about the foliage. The foliage has that kind of thick, waxy look to it. I just really want to see what this looks like. Gum, lemon scented gum plant. We'll see. Rainbow Plume Mix Celosia, another vase filler bouquet accent. Excited to see these. They have really great texture. Canary Bird Zinnia, really pretty yellow. Sweet Alyssum, tall white cutting flower. Siam Queen Thai basil. Thai basil I've grown before. I truly like it, so I didn't have any in my seed stash, so I got some. Tansy is something I have not seen before, so we'll see what this is. What this looks like. It says it smells like camphor and rosemary, which is kind of camphor's kind of a strong smell if you know what camphor smells like. But we'll see. So I'm going to try this. I think this might actually be, even though it's not listed, I think it might actually be bug repellent. Zinnia Illumination, really pretty pink. Giant Perfection Mix Aster. Getting more, almost done. Chicago Pickling Cucumber, because hey, suburb of Chicago here. I do a lot of pickling. I do a lot of canning, but I do a lot of pickling, so definitely want some of the smaller pickled cucumbers. Jalapenos. I actually do have a couple of varieties of jalapenos already going in my seed starts. They're doing really well. Just adding another variety. We use a lot of jalapenos. My son loves candied jalapenos, so we go through a ton of them. Tomatoes, blueberries. I have a bunch of variety of unusual tomatoes with, I think it's anthocyanin, this is called, when they darken like this, from Wild Boar Farms. but I did not have their blueberries, and so I wanted to try blueberries, so I just picked these up from Baker Creek since I was already shopping there. And then here's a blue bumblebee, which is a blue and yellow. Again, the anthocyanins is what makes this dark. Our favorite tomato is a black Krim, which has that dark, it's a big tomato, but it has the dark black top from being exposed to the sun. Or really, it's dark wherever it's exposed to the sun. And then blue creamberries, which is a, you know, blue and more of a reddish, but a blue and yellow, again, the heavy anthocyanins. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, probably butchering it terribly, but you know, hey. Boston pickling cucumbers, I have grown these in the past. They're great at any size, but these are nice because you can eat these fresh, you can pickle them, and then you can pickle them at different sizes depending on what use you want. You know, if you want small dill chips or, you know, hamburger chips versus big spears, these are really good for that. And then these are Mexican sour gherkins, which is a tiny cucumber. It's really little, it looks like a teeny tiny watermelon. I did start these last year really late, and I got a few, like literally like 2. But literally, like, I stuck the seeds in a pot outside in like August, so I don't know what I was expecting. But this year I want to start these. I'm going to start these actually probably this weekend in the seed starting rack and get these going. So I think that covers all of my seeds. I did, you know, I was dropping some on the ground, but I picked them all up. So this is my Baker Creek seed order. So if you have any questions about any of these varieties, just let me know. Some of them I'm familiar with, some of them I haven't grown before. But I'm excited to get started. So I hope everybody's having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.